This is your 420 Radio News for Monday, May 13th, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. Tommy Chong says marijuana helped him beat cancer. From Fox News Latino. One half of the famous Cheech and Chong comedy team says he has beaten prostate cancer thanks to the use of marijuana. Earlier this week, Tommy Chong posted on celebstoner.com that he had kicked cancer's ass. So the magic plant does cure cancer with the right diet and supplements, wrote Chong. Chong is crediting his recovery to the somewhat unconventional methods of his Canadian doctor who treated his cancer with hash oil and encouraged him to change his diet. He also said a number of sessions with Adam Dream Healer, a man whom he described as a world-renowned healer, helped his recovery. Last June, the 74-year-old comedian was diagnosed with cancer after a 3-year period in which he said he had been drug-free. Chong said he is 99% free of the disease. Smoking lots of marijuana lowers risk for bladder cancer, doctor says, from WashingtonTimes.com. A new study that spanned 11 years found that smoking marijuana may lower the chances of getting bladder cancer. The findings presented at the American Urological Association found that men who smoked cigarettes increased their risks of bladder cancer, but that men who smoked marijuana only actually decreased their risks. Further, the study found that men who smoked both still have a higher chance of bladder cancer, but it was still a lower chance than those who smoked only cigarettes. Quote, cannabis use was only associated with a 45% reduction in bladder cancer incidence, and tobacco use was only associated with a 52% increase in bladder cancer, the study's author, Dr. Anil Thomas, said. And smoking a lot of marijuana brought the greatest positive results. Those who smoked marijuana more than 500 times a year had even less risk of bladder cancer than those who smoked the drug only once in a while. New study, no association between the cumulative consumption of cannabis smoke and the risk of lung cancer, from normal.org. In a recent presentation given at the annual meeting of the American Association of Cancer Research, investigators from the University of California, Los Angeles, provided the latest data reaffirming that cannabis consumption is not associated with an elevated risk of lung cancer. From the journal The Oncology Report, Dr. Zhang of the University of California, Los Angeles performed 2 analyses. One compared all lung cancer cases and all controls, regardless of concurrent or past tobacco use. Then, to reduce confounding by tobacco, she restricted analysis to those who had never smoked tobacco. When compared with cannabis smokers who also used tobacco, habitual pot smokers had no significant increase in cancer risk. In an analysis of marijuana smokers that excluded tobacco smokers, there were no significant differences in any of the comparisons, including habitual versus non-habitual use, number of joints smoked per day, duration of up to 20 years, or duration of more than 20 years. The abstract of the presentation, which concluded, our pooled results showed no significant association between the intensity, duration, or cumulative consumption of cannabis smoke and the risk of lung cancer overall or in never smokers, is available online at normal.org. New study, inhaled cannabis reduces Crohn's symptoms, from normal.org. Inhaling cannabis reduces symptoms of Crohn's disease compared to placebo in patients non-responsive to traditional therapies, according to clinical trial data published online ahead of print in the journal Clinical Gastroenterology and Hepatology. 11 participants smoked standardized cannabis cigarettes containing 23% THC and 5.5% CBD twice daily over a period of 8 weeks. Investigators concluded our data show that 8 weeks treatment with THC-rich cannabis, but not placebo, was associated with a significant decrease in Crohn's disease and activity index scores. Vermont moves toward decriminalizing small amounts of marijuana, from yahoo.com. Vermont's legislature on Monday approved a bill that would decriminalize the possession of small amounts of marijuana, a measure the state's governor expects to sign into law into the coming weeks. The move sets up the New England state to be the 17th in the United States to remove criminal penalties for having small amounts of pot. It would remove possession of up to 1 ounce of marijuana from the criminal code and instead penalize it with a civil fine similar to a traffic ticket. First major hemp crop in 60 years is planted in southeast Colorado, from denverpost.com. Springfield, Colorado farmer Ryan Laughlin on Monday planted the nation's first industrial hemp crop in almost 60 years. Laughlin is planting 60 acres on acreage previously used to grow alfalfa. He and business partner Chris Thompson are also installing a seed press to produce hemp oil. This has been your 420 Radio News for Monday, May 13th, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. When we come back, we'll go behind the headlines and take a look at Tempe, Arizona's first medical marijuana dispensary and the enormous amount of security involved in that dispensary. You're listening to The Russ Belville Show on 420radio.org. We'll be right back.